Hi, I'm Charmaine Eyecatch, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a tilt card. And today's card that I have for you is this little tilt card with a cute little bunny, and all that tilts is the bunny's head when you rock the card back and forth. Now, a tilt card is pretty much like a spinner card, except the track that the spinner card spins on is not as long for the tilt card, so that your image will just rock back and forth or tilt rather than spin. What you're going to need for this project is your image, and for this I'm using Practically Perfect Set from Verve Stamps. And you want to pick an image that has a big enough piece that will hide a penny, because you're going to put pennies behind the image. So the bunny's head was big enough to hide the penny. You're going to need 2 pennies, some kind of foam adhesive, and I'm using both the Stampin' Up! Dimensionals and just some foam tape for this project, and a craft knife and cutting board. So basically what you're going to do is take your image, and for mine I've already stamped and colored my image, and what I'm going to do is, if you can, leave the part of the body that you're rocking in the image or tilting. I've omitted that in the stamp, but you don't have to. It all depends on how it looks. I didn't like how the bunny's head would move and you'd still see the bow and the top of the ears behind it. So I've just kind of omitted the top part of the bunny's head. And I put a Stampin' Dimensional here where the penny would go, so that I know how big a space I have to cut, or how big an opening. So what I'm going to do is just trace around where this dimensional is with my craft knife, and you just want it a little bigger than the actual foam dimensional that you're using, because you just want the image to be able to rock. And if it's too small, it won't rock. If it's too big, it'll spin. So you just cut this out. And then you'll just want to measure that. And how I do that, I just put a foam dimensional on my penny. Oh, this one's not sticking. Let's try another. And I just put it behind the penny, and it is big enough. So since that's there, I'll lay this here and peel off the backing, and then I'll lay my other penny on top to create my penny sandwich. Now what I'm going to do is take the head that I've already pre-colored and cut, and I've put a dimensional on the back of that as well, and I'm going to peel that off. And stick that on top of where I'd like. So there you have the rocking head. You may have to situate it depending on where. Sometimes I put the dimensional on crooked so it's not in the center of the penny. So you might want to situate that so you have the rocking action. And then the last thing you're going to want to do is put lots and lots of foam dimensional on the back of your image, because you don't want that penny to touch the base of your card, or else the rocking action won't happen. So put the most around the penny so that it lifts the penny up off the card. And I'm just using this tape because it's easier to peel than the dimensionals. And you're just going to peel all the backing off. And I already have my pre-made card here. And there you have your tilt card. I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial today and have fun making your own tilt cards.